here we have the patient for the day. I think this is an MS271 Stihl. Farm Boss, I believe. A buddy gave it to me after it had an accident. It got pummeled by a tree. So I'm gonna do a little upkeep on it, clean it up. I bought a bar for it. I bought this plastic piece for over the top. I'm not going to replace this back piece of the original back piece for this handle, because they're out of their minds what they want for these things. So I'm going to see if I can't get a piece of pipe to fit over this. But for now, to get me where I need to go on this, I want to clean it first. So this is going to be a little unorthodox, but that's the way we do things, or that's the way I do things. So I'll put you on the perch. I'll start pulling this apart and give it a good cleaning. All right, let me get this bathing unit here packed up, and I'll get back up to the shop. And so we're going to go real deep down this rabbit hole. Showed you that part before, what broke off. That's right here. So I'm going to try something. I'm cleaning it up with some brake cleaner. I mean, you know, I washed it already. You're along for the ride on that. Let this air out a little bit. And I'm going to hit this with some super glue to put that in place. Here goes nothing. The original super glue. Let's see what we have here. I don't usually use this stuff, because for most of the things I do, it's too brittle. Like, you know, it doesn't take any kind of torque on it at all. But in order to stick this in place and get it fast, that's what I'm going to use now. All right, I better get the close-up glasses on for this, because this is some close-up work. Come here. What the flip? Okay. Now, around here a little something, something. What the f... Okay. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so let's see what happens. Oh shit, it's stuck to me. All right. Oh, yeah, you piece of turd. Okay, there. I don't have much faith in this stuff, but we'll see. I will do this. I will now turn you this way. And see what happens. A bit there, a little bit there. Injection. Yeah, it did fuck all nothing. Ran right out. Alright. Make sure this still spins. Yep. Okay, now that I got that stuck in place, I'm going to see if I can't break out some JB weld and go around that a little bit right here, maybe a little bit down the other side there, a little something. I can't get too stupid with it because I gob it all up, and the other plastic piece won't bolt on because it'll interfere with it. Okay, now with this, do the old mix-a-root. Now, when you hear something crazy, I guess it's not too crazy. Well, man had a propensity for saving things. And he used to save popsicle sticks. Yeah, from, like, you know, the fudgicles or fudgicles or the orange things, right? Why? I don't know why he saved them, but I'll tell you this much. I use them now to stir up epoxies with, and maybe that's what he used them for, or had the intentions of using them for. I don't know. All right, come on, let's get this together here before she starts to harden. Jesus criminy. Okay. All right, I think I have that problem pretty well remedied. I'm gonna let that sit up a little bit before I go ahead and bolt in there. But now here's the next problem. See the plug wire? Yeah, that took a bump on the head there, and you can see the end of the spark plug through that. So I'll try to dry that out, and I'll use another cobble, like I always cobble everything. Stuff right here, Plasti Dip. So what I'll do is cover her up a little something and then let that dry, and then hit it again. Well, I forgot about this. See, the handle's broken here, so I'm gonna have to come up with a solution for that. I think I have it. Got a strip of aluminum here someplace. I don't know where I set it, but I'll find it. Instead of going in from behind like I was going to, maybe I'll put a strip here and a strip on this side, or a strip here and a strip there, or an angle piece. Okay, here's the aluminum piece I'm going to use, but this is too wide in this direction. So what I'll do here is I put this on as a guide, and I'm going to cut this off to the same width as this, with any luck. I measure these out. I'm going to make two of them at about 3 inches, or say 7.5 centimeters. How about that? Roughly thereabouts. I could have did these on the bandsaw too, but that bandsaw with the table that I have is only that big on the vertical stance, and it gets a little hairy holding stuff on there. I'm going to eventually make a table for that. Okay, now I got the 2 pieces I think I need. Now, what I'm going to need for this is some of my favorite tech screws. Now, I'd feel better if I had Phillips heads tech screws. I do somewhere, but I don't know. It could take me a week to find the damn things. So I'm going to be using these. Again, not ideal because, you know, the Phillips has more of a mushroom rounded head on it. Asshole here. Alright, there. Now you piece of turd. Alright, that needs to be okay. Trying to close that gap up a little. Come here. Holy. All right. Now, take screw and get to drive it in. Shit, before I go ahead and try. There we go. Anything to be a pain in the ass. Now, do you think I'd be smart enough to drill that first? Okay, there's one. Up here, take a look. See what we got? Looks like everything fits. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Can we get in there without fucking shit up? Alright, come on. Come on. There we go. Probably should be using a torch. I just didn't want to get this blazing hot. Put it in there and get it close to that plastic and have it just melt right away. Well, as usual, I changed plans again. What I'm going to do, instead of putting another wire in there, I cut this one shorter. I cut this spring shorter. So I'm going to try to get that spring in through that hole, which should be able to be done, I think. All right. Yeah, it may seem like an ass fix, but it is an ass fix. All right. Doing some masking there. That's spray adhesive. Now these zip ties are temporary. Well, the ones in the middle will be temporary. Maybe the one at the end I'll leave or put a fresh one on once this shit's dried. But okay, what do you think? I think she looks pretty good. A whole lot better shape than it was. Now I'll have you stand back and I will try to put her to work. Hopefully she starts. It ran before, it was just, well, you saw it. It's kind of beat up a little. See if we can get her to start. Runs pretty damn good. All right, I'm happy with that. Took an old broken down Stihl, what is that, MS271. I think they call them farm bosses. Put $100 in it and some time and some bubble gum and shoestring. Now I'll take these off of here. I may realign them, put a couple on here later, but well, I wanted that glue to set first. But there we go. And it doesn't have that silly ass safety button on the back anymore now too, which is good because I don't like them. Hey, thanks for watching.